Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night with a sudden pain in your leg? The kind that makes you get up in a hurry, walk around the house trying to stretch your leg, take a deep breath and wait for the pain to pass? It's a sensation that comes without warning, strong, and often frightening. Now tell me, have you ever wondered what that really means? Most people call it a cramp, and many accept it as something common over the years. But is it? The truth is that a cramp isn't always just a cramp. In many cases, it is the first whisper of something deeper. A need in the body, a warning signal, a request for attention. There are things that the body says quietly, and sometimes we only understand when it hurts. If you also believe that it's possible to live better by listening to these signals, stay with us. Subscribe to the channel and come and be part of this space made with affection, almost like a chat between friends. Today, we're going to understand together what's behind these pains. We're going to talk about causes, prevention, and small attitudes that can give you more comfort, autonomy, and restful nights. Because you deserve to take care of yourself with attention and affection from the inside out. Cramps usually appear when the body is at rest, especially at night, and often affect the legs or feet. In the elderly, this is even more common. But why? Over the years, it's natural for muscle mass to decrease. Muscles lose strength and elasticity and also become more sensitive. This combination can make it easier for cramps to appear, especially during sleep, when the body is still and the muscles are too relaxed. Another important factor is blood circulation. As we get older, circulation can slow down in some areas of the body, such as the legs. And when the blood doesn't reach the muscles easily, they contract involuntarily, and that's when the pain comes. In addition, many elderly people take medication that interferes with the balance of minerals in the body, such as potassium, magnesium, and calcium. These three nutrients are essential for keeping muscles functioning well. When one of them is lacking, even slightly, cramps can appear more frequently. Another point is hydration. Drinking too little water throughout the day can make the body more prone to these painful contractions. In other words, age does have an influence, but that doesn't mean that cramps are normal or inevitable. They are common, but they can be prevented with the right habits and a closer look at what the body is saying. Not every cramp is harmless. Sometimes it's just the beginning, a silent warning that the body is asking for help. And the sooner we understand this, the better. You may even think it's just a passing pain, the kind that goes away after a few minutes. But the truth is that frequent, intense cramps can indicate that something inside the body isn't working properly. And the good news is that the body lets you know, even if it's in pain. For example, deficiencies in important minerals such as potassium, magnesium, and calcium often cause cramps. These nutrients help the muscles to relax and contract at the right pace. If they are lacking, the muscles can react uncontrollably, and that's when the spasms. Another warning sign could be poor blood circulation. If the blood isn't reaching the legs properly due to clogged veins or narrowed arteries, the muscles lack oxygen and nutrients. This can cause pain, tingling, and of course, the famous cramps. And there's more. Some diseases, such as diabetes or nerve problems, can also start with discrete symptoms, such as cramps, especially at night. They appear slowly but recur, giving you the warning that something needs to be taken care of. So if you've been experiencing cramps frequently, don't ignore them. They may be your body's way of telling you that it's time to pay attention, and the next step is to understand what might be contributing to them. Let's talk about that now. Now that we've understood that cramps can be a warning from the body, it's worth taking a closer look at your day-to-day habits. Often, what seems like a small thing can be contributing a lot to the onset of these pains. One of the main villains is a sedentary lifestyle. Sitting or lying down for too long without moving your body can weaken your muscles and slow down your circulation. This makes the legs more prone to painful contractions, especially. Another important point is lack of hydration. Many people feel less thirsty and end up forgetting to drink. But the body needs water for everything, including for the muscles to function properly. When water is lacking, the risk of cramps increases significantly. Reduced exposure to the sun is also common in old age. This lowers levels of vitamin D, which is essential for the absorption of calcium, a fundamental mineral for muscle. In addition, a nutrient-poor diet, excessive consumption of ultra-processed foods and prolonged use of certain medications are also on the list of factors that throw the body out of balance. But the good news is that many of these habits can be adjusted with small daily changes. And in the next chapter, we'll look at what can be done with simple actions to remove these pains and restore well-being. The good news is that it is possible to avoid cramps with simple measures. And the best part? Without the need for medication. Small changes in diet and daily care can make a huge difference. Let's start with food. Your body needs certain minerals for your muscles to work properly. These include potassium, magnesium, calcium, and vitamin B12. Foods such as bananas, avocados, spinach, kale, nuts, pumpkin seeds, milk, yogurt, and eggs are great sources of these nutrients. A colorful and varied plate throughout the day can help a lot. Hydration is also essential. Many people forget to drink water, especially as they get older. But it's important to keep your body hydrated to prevent your muscles from contracting involuntarily. Always keep a small bottle nearby. You can flavor the water with lemon slices or mint leaves to make it taste better. Another valuable tip: do some light stretching in the evening before going to bed. Stand up slowly, stretch out your legs, circle your ankles, and massage your calves with your hands. This activates the circulation and relaxes the muscles. And don't forget to move around during the day. Short walks indoors, climbing a flight of stairs, or dancing to music will help a lot. The important thing is not to sit still all day. With these simple actions, you can strengthen your body, improve your quality of life, and even sleep more peacefully. And that's worth all the effort. Cramps are not always a cause for concern, but when they start to recur frequently, they deserve more attention. If you're experiencing cramps every night or several times a week, it's best to talk to your doctor. Another warning sign is when the pain is accompanied by tingling, swelling, numbness, or weakness in the legs. These symptoms can indicate more serious problems, such as poor circulation, nerve compression, or even the onset of neuropathy. It's also important to pay attention if the cramps are interfering with your routine, taking away your sleep, or hindering your mobility during the day. Sleeping badly, feeling afraid to walk, or avoiding certain movements because of the pain is not normal and needs to be investigated. Don't be afraid to seek help. A health professional can order simple tests, adjust some medication, or even indicate supplements and specific guidelines for your case. The sooner you seek advice, the better your chances of avoiding complications and recovering your quality of life. Leg cramps, especially at night, may seem like just a passing nuisance. But as we've seen so far, they can also be a warning, a sign that something is out of place, be it your diet, hydration, circulation, or even your rhythm of life. The most important thing to know is that you don't have to accept pain as a normal part of getting old. Aging healthily is possible, and it all starts with paying attention to your body, listening to the signs, respecting your limits, and taking care of your routine with care already make a big difference. Start little by little. Drink more water. Put nutritious food on your plate. Stretch your legs before bed and move around during the day. These are simple things, but they add up over time. And if you've made it this far, it's because you care about your own health, and that's already a valuable step. How about continuing this journey with us? Here at Long Health Club, we share content designed with care for those who want to live longer and better. So, if you haven't signed up yet, take the opportunity now to join our community. Every week, there's a new video with practical tips, reliable information, and advice that can transform your day. And tell me in the comments, have you ever had cramps at night? What has worked for you? Your experience could help a lot. Good care of yourself. Live long, live well every